More than 15 states across the eastern side of the country have been issued warnings by the National Weather Service, NWS, as temperatures soar, in some regions as high as 115 degrees Fahrenheit F. The Weather Service warned that under the harsh conditions, heat-related illnesses increase significantly, advising Americans in the affected states to take specific precautions to ensure their safety as the heat rages. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, says that extreme heat can lead to heat-related illnesses, especially for vulnerable populations like older adults, young children, and those with certain medical conditions. Heavy sweating, muscle cramps, dizziness, and nausea could all be symptoms of heat-related illness. Extreme heat is responsible for over 700 deaths in the U.S. each year, the CDC reported. According to NWS, 17 states are affected by extreme heat warnings, including Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Nebraska, North Carolina, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, and West Virginia. Temperatures could hit 115 degrees in Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky, South Carolina, Florida, Tennessee, Nebraska, while the other states are expected to experience temperatures of around 110 degrees. The various advisories mostly come into place either on Monday morning or by noon, and while some only continue until the evening, such as in Iowa, Nebraska, Illinois, Louisiana, North Carolina, South Dakota, and West Virginia, and other states like Arkansas, Mississippi, Missouri, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee, they carry through to Tuesday or Wednesday evening. In Kentucky, NWS reported the state may also experience widely scattered thunderstorms, which may provide limited relief from the heat. Not only are high temperatures predicted, but high humidity will also make the conditions even more harsh for Americans in these states. The NWS has described the temperatures as creating dangerously hot conditions throughout the affected states. Americans have told to stay hydrated, stay in air-conditioned rooms where possible, keep out of the sun, and to check up on their relatives and neighbors. Young children and pets should not be left in unattended vehicles, NWS warned, as temperatures can become lethal in minutes. Americans without access to air conditioning should try to create a designated cooling space at home, ideally the bedroom, using window or portable air conditioning units. Ashley Ward, director of the Heat Policy Innovation Hub at Duke University. Even short visits to an air-conditioned spaces can help your body recover, she said, recommending that those who lack air conditioning for whatever reason should check with their local community organizations to learn about cooling centers and shelters or reach out to friends and family about a temporary place to stay. Other simple but effective ways to lower core body temperature include using water outside the body as well as inside. Take cool showers, soak your feet or arms in cool water, or use cool, wet cloths to wipe down your body or place on your neck and armpits while sitting in front of a fan, Ward said. NWS said, drink plenty of fluids, stay in an air-conditioned room, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. Young children and pets should never be left unattended in vehicles under any circumstances. Take extra precautions when outside. Wear lightweight and loose-fitting clothing. Try to limit strenuous activities to early morning or evening. Take action when you see symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. To reduce risk during outdoor work, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration recommends scheduling frequent rest breaks in shaded or air-conditioned environments. Anyone overcome by heat should be moved to a cool and shaded location. Heat stroke is an emergency. Call 911. Ashley Ward, director of the Heat Policy Innovation Hub at Duke University, told Newsweek, the recent heat events are concerning. While heat is expected in the summer, the scale and intensity of this current heat event, stretching through most of the U.S., is unusual for late July. The duration of the heat and the dangerous overnight temperatures we're seeing are especially alarming. Nighttime is typically when the body cools down and recovers, and when temperatures stay elevated overnight, health risks rise particularly for vulnerable populations. She added, extreme heat is an underestimated threat. It increases the risk of heat stroke and dehydration, but also it worsens chronic health conditions such as heart, respiratory, and renal diseases. People who work in high-exposure jobs such as construction, agriculture, and manufacturing, as well as older adults, pregnant people, and those without access to cooling are particularly at risk. The risk is even higher where it is not traditionally hot and homes lack air conditioning or in places where people cannot afford to run their air conditioner.